Hello everyone, my name is Vitaly Makarkin. Right now I'm working in the Salesforce ecosystem and it took me 1 year to find how to join to this ecosystem. I'm Salesforce consultant slash business analyst. About 7 years ago, I joined into the CRM implementation stuff because I want to grow in some IT area, and it was not Salesforce CRM, it was my local, in my country CRM. It's kind of the #1 CRM for small medium business. But about 3-4 years ago, I started to looking markets outside the Russia. Later on, I found the Salesforce. I know that Salesforce already existed about 22 years, but I just started figuring out and found this CRM about 1 year ago. I'm not sure this is my goals, but this is goals from people outside the community is to become a CTA. Actually, not the CTA, my experienced CTA, because I heard from some people they know some CTAs that are not very experienced. This is where I want to become experienced one. And for company, it's beneficial that I grow this inside this company. So kind of trying to marketing myself before and after I joined here, but it's not like for me, it's for company, for people who will join this company and like that. Yeah. All my previous exam, which I passed, it's admin, advanced admin, and platform builder. It's like a piece of the puzzle which has changed my life. Recruiters, HRs have ability to take my CV and resumes from the crowd of another people who didn't pass this one interview with me, understands that I really go through those passes, and I spent about 150 hours per preparation per exam. Certificates gave me a starting point where the recruiters have ability to see me through all crowd of other people's. Most challenging part is to not to listen and become around people who already achieve some big result, but be in the community who are on the same level as you, and they are learning and trying to grow, because people who already achieved the result, they did in the past, and all it's COVID not been in their lifetime. Something was different, but right now with people who are learning, you are in the same time frame, and they have probably same problems as you, and you may communicate and grow with them. And for me, it's more valuable, and probably this advice for other people, to find people who are growing, not who already achieved the result. You found the focus group who is learning and the same path as you are, because focusing and listening people who already achieved this, sometimes they don't have this problem and they are not in the same pressure as you are. But if you find the focus group who are in the same situation, probably you will easier understand each other to stay after your daily job about 4 or 5 hours and even spend your weekends. And you will be on the same boat of thoughts and fears and pains with these peoples. And it will be easier to you understand that you are not alone. For me, the admin path is a better way. If you are, if you have a degree of, for example, not in IT industry, in some kind of finance or manufacturing, probably start to looking like be more segmented and start to find and applying to the companies who are in the same industry where you have a diploma, and try to start for admin consultant. I would say, and I open you a secret, probably if you will be hired as an administrator, you will be a consultant, a developer, and a business analyst. So roles not really matter. You need to understand what the employer want, and yes, just don't really pay attention to the title of the job. Focus on Force actually gave me an understanding of how the exam looks like. I sat down in front of my computer like with an online teacher, and I have answers, and they provide me like explanation where I was wrong and what was wrong. I will say, if you are just starting out to learn about the Salesforce, or you on the kind of middle way as I am, and even if you have 5 plus 7 years as me years of CRM implementation experience, it's like it's not like a resource, it's like a tool which you will have ability to pass this exam, which will have ability to show you up front of recruiters and probably change your life. Your goal is straightforward. You want to people who are joining into your community achieve the goal, pass the exam. It for sure, it's 100% work, because the way of you explaining like missing points, like when you have answers, you explaining this, how you need to figure it out, these answers, it works for sure. And I will say for any industry. And you was right to the point to choose a strategy. Yeah.